And with the release, it is now time for the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, the annual Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards were introduced for the first time in 2011 by the Energy and Environment Foundation to celebrate excellence, innovation and best practices in the energy and environment sectors to serve as a tribute to the winners' professionalism and commitment to demonstrate excellence in petroleum, gas and coal sectors. In the past, the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards in the energy sector were conferred upon to Mr. S.K. Manglik, former Chairman and Managing Director, ONGC, Mr. S.C. Tripathi, IAS, former Secretary, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India, Dr. Jean Malcor, President and CEO, CGG Verticus France, Mr. Ranbir Singh Butola, Chairman, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, Mr. S.K. Srivastav, CMD, Oil India Limited, in the petroleum sector. In the coal sector, these awards were conferred upon to late Padam Bhushan Shri G.L. Tandon, former Chairman, Coal India Limited, Dr. M.P. Narayanan, former Chairman, Coal India Limited, Mr. Shepo Kagadima, President and CEO, Lonto Coal Limited, South Africa, Mr. Alok Berti, former Secretary, Ministry of Coal, Government of India, Mr. S. Narsingh Rao, Chairman, Coal India Limited, Mr. H.M. Nerurkar, Managing Director, Tata Steel Limited. And in the gas sector, these were given to Mr. Suresh Mathur, former Managing Director and CEO, Petronet LNG Limited, Dr. A.K. Balyan, Managing Director and CEO, Petronet LNG Limited, and Mr. B.C. Tripathi, CMD, GAIL India Limited. And it is now time to announce the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014 in the energy sector. I request Honorable Shri S.K. Srivastav, IAS and Secretary Coal, Government of India to kindly honor the outstanding eminent personalities of the energy sector by presenting the prestigious Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014. The awards will be conferred upon again in three categories, which is the petroleum sector, coal sector and the gas sector. I'll request the honorable recipients of the award to kindly start proceeding towards the dais as I read out the citations. So ladies and gentlemen, we now begin with the awards. The first recipient of the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014 in the petroleum sector is Colonel Dr. S.P. Wahi, former Chairman, ONGC. Colonel Dr. Satyapal Wahi is a recognized name and an authority on management issues in corporate India and has over 55 years of operational experience with the Indian government and the private sector. Colonel Wahi has held several prestigious positions, including the Chairman of the Oil and Natural Gas Commission from 1981 to 1989, Chairman and Managing Director of the Cement Corporation of India, Chairman Bharat Ophthalmic Glass Limited, and the Chairman of the Standing Committee of Public Enterprises. Colonel Wahi was associated with setting up of the Bokaro Steel Plant, Central Foundry Forge Plant of Bhel, Haridwar, and Heavy Vehicles Factory Avadi for the manufacture of Vijayanta tanks. He had ensured turnaround of Cement Corporation of India, Bharat Ophthalmic Glass Limited, and was involved with total transformation and growth of Bhel Heavy Electric Equipment Plant, Haridwar. He was a member of the Public Enterprises Selection Board and on the board of the governing body of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, on governing boards of Administrative Staff College, Hyderabad, IIM Calcutta, IIT Delhi, and continues to be on the board of Foundation for Organizational Research and Education. Colonel Wahi's leadership demonstrates integration of 3 M's, which is moral, motivation, and money. His mantras of 3 F's, which is fairness, firmness, and friendliness, and he's firm advocate of 7 C's of leadership that will make a difference in the real world. Colonel Wahi demonstrated a great world-class legacy of leadership, full of compassion and well-being of the society at large, leading from the front, especially during the 1982 ONGC Sagar Vikas blowout, which was appreciated by both the houses of the Parliament. Decorated with Lifetime Achievement Awards from several prestigious organizations, including the Lifetime Achievement Award of Petrotech Society in 2007, India Power Award 2013, BT Star PSU Excellence Award 2013 and Indian National Academy of Engineering 2013. Colonel Wahi got honorary doctorate from 3 institutions of national repute, namely the Indian School of Mines, Dhanbad, University of Roorkee and Banaras Hindu University. Colonel Wahi has been honored with the Padma Bhushan in 1987 by the President of India. Energy and Environment Foundation, in recognition of his outstanding contribution in petroleum sector, especially for providing transformational visionary leadership and institution building, confers upon him Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014 in the petroleum sector. Please put your hands together once again for Colonel Wahi. Our second recipient of the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014 in the petroleum sector is Mr. Bikas Chandra Bora, the former chairman ONGC. Mr. Bikas Bora was the former chairman and managing director of Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited and Oil India Limited, has extensive experience in the upstream sector of the petroleum industry both in India and abroad, and is now a consultant to various companies and to the government of Assam in energy-related areas. He is a fellow of the Institution of Engineers, India, and a member of the Society of Petroleum Engineers, USA. Mr. Bora is presently an independent director on the board of GAIL India Limited and Petronet LNG Limited. Mr. Bora has more than 45 years of experience in oil and gas sector, both within and outside India. He was actively involved with a number of important committees and task forces of the Government of India related to the hydrocarbon and energy industries to help the government to decide on various policy issues on oil and gas sector as well as public sector in general. Mr. Bora got many awards, international recognition and national honors, including the Lifetime Achievement Award of Petrotech Society in 2012. Mr. Bora demonstrates greatness through true humility. He is a visionary leader and a motivator who has a unique style to elicit of collaboration and promote empowerment. Mr. Bora believes in creativity in work, practices interdisciplinary approach in decision making, and is rooted in Indian tradition and culture and is always in quest for excellence. Energy and Environment Foundation, in recognition of his excellent contribution in petroleum sector, confers upon him the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014 in the petroleum sector. Please put your hands together once again for Mr. Bikas Chandra Bora. The next award in the petroleum sector goes to Mr. Sudhir Vasudev, the Chairman and Managing Director, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, also Chairman, ONGC Group of Companies. Mr. Sudhir Vasudev is the Chairman and Managing Director of Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, ONGC, India's most valuable Maharatna public sector enterprise and one of the premier E&P companies in the world. ONGC is the highest profit-making and highest dividend-paying company of India. It is also one of the Fortune's most admired companies. He is the chairman of ONGC Group of Companies, also the chairman of ONGC Videsh Limited, which is operating across 16 countries globally. Mr. Sudhir Vasudev firmly believes in quality, speed and transparency in decision-making and in day-to-day working. Mr. Vasudev demonstrated excellence through a number of innovative ideas that added value to the company. Mr. Vasudev has recently charted and is now spearheading a Perspective Plan 2030 to maintain ONGC's leadership position in Indian energy sector in the coming decades. By this plan, it envisages, among other things, to double its production, treble its revenue and quadruple its market cap by 2030. Mr. Vasudev, as the President of the Global Compact Network India, is the first business leader from Indian public sector enterprises to be a member of the board of the United Nations Global Impact. Mr. Vasudev is a member of FICCI International Council, Indian-Pakistan Joint Business Forum, IPJEF, the CII, member of US-India Business Council, India-Russia CEOs Council, FICCI and CSIR. Mr. Vasudev has been decorated with many international and national awards. A few recent awards include the Pride of Nation Award 2013, CEO with HR Orientation Award 2013, Scope Excellence Award 2013, and the NDTV Profit Business Leadership Awards in the Oil and Gas Sector 2013. Energy and Environment Foundation recognizes his outstanding contribution in petroleum sector, especially towards encouraging excellence and innovation, and confer upon him the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Award 2014 in the petroleum sector. Since Mr. Sudhir Vasudev is abroad for official business, Mr. T.K. Sengupta, the Director of Offshore ONGC, shall receive the award on behalf of Mr. Sudhir Vasudev. The fourth award, ladies and gentlemen, in the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014 in the petroleum sector goes to Dr. Avinash Chandra, the first Director General, Directorate General of Hydrocarbons. Dr. Avinash Chandra was the first Directorate General of Hydrocarbons in the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas for 11 years at the level of Special Secretary to the Government of India. He was on the boards of many national oil companies for more than 11 years between 1992 to 2003. With Oil India Limited, ONGC Videsh Limited, Lubrizol India Limited, Engineers India Limited, EIL, and OIDB. Currently, he is on the board of many Indian and foreign companies. Dr. Chandra was responsible to map by geophysical surveys the deep and ultra-deep water areas of the country. Subsequent drilling along East Coast confirmed his interpretation and led to several huge world-class discoveries. This made India as fifth such deep water producing region in the world. Dr. Chandra was responsible for the development of drafted the CBM contracts, identified blocks awarded by MOPNG during the first and the second round of CBM, thus making India again the fifth such country in the world. Dr. Chandra started India's National Gas Hydrate Program and was made its technical coordinator by MOP and NG. Energy and Environment Foundation recognizes his excellent contribution in the petroleum sector and confers upon him the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014 in the petroleum sector. Please put your hands together once again for Dr. Avinash Chandra, please. And now, the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Award 2014 in the coal sector. And the first recipient is Mr. Partha Bhattacharya, the former chairman, Coal India Limited, and also Executive Director, Deepak Fertilizers and Petrochemicals Corporation Limited. Mr. Bhattacharya is the former chairman, Coal India Limited. During his period, became the Coal India Maharatna. The Forbes magazine recognized him as a high achiever of the year 2010. He has also been featured by Tata McGraw-Hill as one of the transformational leaders of corporate India. He has received many awards and accolades. CSIR nominated Mr. Bhattacharya as the chairman of the Research Council of Central Institute of Mining and Fuel Research, Dhanbad. During his tenure as the chairman, Coal India Limited, he took a number of initiatives related to organizational development and encouraged new clean coal technologies. He was also instrumental for the huge success to the largest public offering of Coal India 2010. The international cooperation was also encouraged for providing energy security to the country. Energy and Environment Foundation recognition his excellent contribution in coal sector and confers upon him the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014 in the coal sector. Please put your hands together for Mr. Partha Bhattacharya. And in the coal sector, the next recipient of the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2014 is Mr. Benjamin Sporton, the Deputy Chief Executive, World Coal Association, USA. Mr. Benjamin Sporton is the Deputy Chief Executive of the World Coal Association and is responsible for leading WCA's policy and advocacy work with a particular focus on energy party, sustainable development and climate change issues. He is an associate member of the Coal Industry Advisory Board to the International Energy Agency. Mr. Benjamin regularly attends the United Nations climate negotiations on behalf of the global coal industry and also represented the industry at last year's United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development in Rio de Janeiro. Mr. Benjamin is the recipient of a number of international awards for his demonstrating his vision and leadership in the coal sector. Energy and Environment Foundation recognizes his professionalism and excellent contribution in coal sector and confers upon him the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Award 2014 in the coal sector. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, once again for Mr. Benjamin Sporton. And finally, the gas sector. And the recipient of the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Award 2014 in the gas sector is Dr. C.R. Prasad, the former chairman and managing director, GAIL India Limited. Please put your hands together for Dr. C.R. Prasad. He has the unique distinction of working in both the upstream and downstream sectors of the oil and gas industry. He was the Regional Director of Engineering and Construction Division, ONGC, Mumbai, and later he became the Chairman and Managing Director of GAIL India Limited. Dr. Prasad, by his vision, has contributed in GAIL along with energetic executives and brought forward the organization as a formidable natural gas company covering gas transportation and related business of petrochemicals, LPG, etc., which is providing national service in these areas. He meticulously carried out the integration and diversification of the business of GAIL with a vision of taking GAIL into the league of leading international natural gas companies. Dr. C.R. Prasad was conferred with the degree of Doctorate of Science by Sri Venkateswara University in the year 2004 in recognition of his contributions in the field of engineering and in general, and oil and natural gas industry in particular, in a distinguished career spanning over 40 years in the oil and gas industry, covering organizations such as ONGC, GAIL India, Mahanagar Gas Limited, Indraprastha Gas Limited. Dr. C.R. Prasad encouraged many indigenous public and private sector companies to provide equipment and services in the oil and gas sector. He has continued to contribute to the Indian energy sector with great passion and knowledge that he carried with him. He, as a member of the energy think tank and Petrotech Veterans Forum, has been guiding the Indian oil, gas and energy sector with his valuable suggestions and ideas. As a visionary leader, Dr. C.R. Prasad, through his dedicated efforts in project management, built many projects in GAIL, ONGC, where many executives who were groomed and worked with him are now in senior positions, including board level of ONGC, GAIL and EIL. Energy and Environment Foundation, in recognition of his excellent contribution in the gas sector, confers upon him the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Award 2014 in the gas sector. Please put your hands together once again for Dr. C.R. Prasad. I will now request all of our recipients of the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards to kindly come together for a group photograph.